Good evening. Today is Saturday. It is 10:50 p.m. Eastern Time. It's been about 2 months since I've done my last episode of Rob's Cast. Today is my 16th episode. Do apologize about the delay with the episode. I have been dealing with some health challenges and some issues over the past 2 months, working on getting those corrected, starting to feel a lot better. Very thankful that my health is starting to turn the corner. It's not 100% back yet, but we're back headed in the right direction, which is very important. I have gotten some messages from fans about what happened to the podcast. Nothing happened, just was dealing with some health issues. Took a break to focus on myself. Today is going to be a great episode. We got a lot of great topics to talk about. Stay tuned, enjoy the show, and I'd love to hear your feedback. The Los Angeles Dodgers, the best team in Major League Baseball. Unfortunately, the game got delayed against the Yankees due to a rainstorm. Doubleheader tomorrow. Dodgers, they're going to win 3 World Series in a row. Ohtani, the best player, the GOAT of baseball, just absolutely incredible, represents the sport great. I am disappointed with the Detroit Pistons. The Pistons GM, I like the Isaiah Joe trade. I think that was a great move. He brings something to the Pistons. I don't think the Pistons were enough in free agency. They need to be more aggressive. I'm hoping that the Pistons have some more moves cooking. If not, this offseason has been disappointing. I don't think Jalen Duren is enough to carry the Pistons to a championship. Cade Cunningham, he's an absolute superstar. He's a true legit number 1. We just need to get a true number 2 piece to build the Pistons into a championship team. I thought the Pistons had enough to win a championship last year. I was wrong. Duren disappointed in the playoffs. He's not worth a max contract. Personally, I would trade Jalen Duren, but I don't think other teams are willing to give the value needed to trade him. So I would sign him at a reduced deal, maybe at like 25 or 30 million a year. I think that's what his true value is. It's not a bad player, but the Pistons need to get that missing 2-piece. That's what we need to win a championship for the Pistons. Very excited about all of the developments and projects that have been happening in downtown Detroit. Dan Gilbert, other entrepreneurs and businessmen have been doing a great job investing in the city. Detroit is on the up and up. The team takeovers, for a while, those were getting out of control, but it does appear that protocols and curfews have been put in place to stop the violence and destruction from the team takeovers. That wasn't a good look on the city, but overall, Detroit, with the help of Dan Gilbert, the public officials, and other community leaders, has really been growing and developing, and it's just a great thing. Los Angeles, they need a centrist, pragmatic leader to turn around that city. I love the Dodgers, love the city of Los Angeles, love Southern California, but we need to get Los Angeles thriving again to become the go-to city, as it was for many decades. It's truly a special city. Southern California, the weather's beautiful, the people, the atmosphere, the mindset. There's nothing like it in the world. When I stayed at the Ritz-Carlton Laguna Niguel in Dana Point, California, one of the hotel workers gave a quote that I'll always remember. There is no place like Southern California. The people, the mindset, the motivation, the determination to improve their lives, to live it up, to enjoy, to strive for more. That's why California is known as the Golden State. And that Golden State mindset and mentality, it has to be returned to California because it truly made the state special. And it still is special, even though it has declined a little bit. But I'm not giving up on California. It's a great state, and it can become even better for the future. Another thing I want to talk about. I hear some politicians, people in my family make excuses that because they were born in the middle class, they can't become wealthy. That's not true. Your mindset determines your future. Billionaires can be created. And many billionaires came from very humble beginnings. They were poor, they were immigrants, they had that immigrant hustle mentality, and they built generational wealth, financial freedom, and created a very special future for themselves, their family, and friends. Strive to have that can-do attitude. That is how you turn around your life. Hard work, discipline, and motivation, that is the key to greatness and success. If you don't have that, good luck. Nothing's going to change. You have to practice what you preach. You have to overcome and fight through adversity. And that's how you get to the prize. Politicians don't want the American people to be informed. They don't want them to have financial literacy and to have that can-do attitude. I'm a libertarian. I believe in the freedom, the growth mindset. I believe in low taxes, the live and let live philosophy. I don't like government telling people what to do. I'm very big on personal responsibility, freedom, protection of constitutional and civil rights, and just letting people make the decisions needed to achieve happiness, success, and prosperity in their life. Don't demonize success. Embrace success. When you see someone become successful, cheer that person on. Have it be a motivation. Be like, wow, I want to be like that person. Be inspired by it. Don't hate on them. Don't be jealous. I see people hating on other people's success. And that's not a good thing. Be proud of them. Even if you don't like them, don't wish ill harm on them. Be happy for them even if you don't like them. Focus on yourself, invest in yourself, and you're going to be happy inside. You're not going to be surrounded by negativity. And you're going to build a life that your family, your friends, your parents, and your biggest supporters and the people around you, they're going to be so proud of you. They're going to be clapping for you, cheering for you. And it's just going to be a great feeling. And when you're on top of the world, you don't care what other people think. You're the top dog. You're the king. You're the man. That's how you have to live your life. Be the CEO of your life. Make the decisions needed. Embrace positivity. Don't embrace negativity. It is a cancer. It's demonic. It's very bad. Average is not acceptable. Just saying, I'm happy just making $60,000 to $80,000 a year. That's what 99% of people do. My mindset, that's not acceptable. I want to have a $1 billion plus real estate empire. It's not just want to. I will. You have to speak it into existence. If you're not motivated and not willing to go through a brick wall to achieve it, nothing's going to change. Talk is cheap. Action is where the results are built and are developed, and the vision becomes a reality that everyone can see. As I said earlier, if you don't believe it's going to happen, it's not going to happen. Your mindset determines everything. If you don't believe it yourself, how are others going to believe in you? I have some people that don't believe in me. We all do. We all have our haters. We all have the negative circle around us that tries to bring down our success. No matter how I'm feeling, I could be having the worst day on earth. I'm still positive. I still believe in my vision. And I will be a real estate billionaire tycoon that has a philanthropic foundation that serves the community, that serves the world, that educates the youth and teenagers on how to build financial freedom and generational wealth, and have my legacy and impact speak for itself. That is my why that motivates me. My question to my fans: what is your why that motivates you? Don't just say what I said. I want you to dig deep, actually have a conversation in your head, and think about what your goal for life is. Everyone's life is going to be different. No one's going to have 100% of the exact same goals, and that's okay. But you have to strive for greatness and build the best life possible for yourself and your family. Don't strive to be just the average 99%, saying, I went to college for 5 years, I make 60 to 80,000, and that's it. That's a loser mentality. That's not success. 60 to $80,000 in today's economy with today's inflation is not a lot of money. As I said, $10 million is the old $1 million. Strive to save $10 million. Invest in yourself. Go to growth conferences. Network with highly successful people in your field and your vision, like in real estate or etc., that have done what you want to do and then some, and learn from them. Have them be your mentor. That is the path to success. Not just saving 3 to 10% a year, maybe investing in a couple of stocks and putting in a 401k. That might get you 1 or 2 million. And with the 5% rule, you can maybe have like 85 to like 90,000 a year to live off of from 65 to 90. But 65 to 90, that's not a lot of money. Whereas if you have 10 to 20 million, you can spend like 500,000, a million, 1.5 million a year, live a great life, enjoy, and not have to worry about money. The challenge is you have to network, grow, and expand your circle. It's not easy at first. That's why from 20 to 35, you really got to focus on building, growing, and expanding your circle. That is how you get to 10 million, to 20 million, to 100 million, 500 million, a billion, 20 billion, 30 billion, and potentially even an AI trillionaire. That's how you get there. It's not easy. You got to stick with it. Keep the faith. Keep the confidence. Be extraordinary. And get to the side the average mindset and mentality. Get rid of the victimhood mentality. The victimhood mentality, it's demonic. It's a cancer. no matter what your politics is. You may not agree with some of my political views. That's okay. Get rid of the victimhood mentality. Have a growth mindset. Become 1% better each and every day. It is the key to success. Don't make excuses. Fight through a brick wall. Overcome adversity. Say, I take accountability for what happened, and I'm going to do something to improve and make sure that failure doesn't happen. It's okay to make mistakes. Failure is part of the process of success. The problem is when you keep making the same mistakes over and over again. You have to learn from your errors and mistakes. Don't be afraid to take risks. Risk is the key to success. If you don't take risks and you stay in your comfort zone and you're very conservative and don't take any aggressive chances, nothing's going to change. You're going to be in that average 60 to 80,000, maybe get to 150. But that's not a great life with today's economy and inflation. Strive for more. You can do it. Just tell yourself this. I got this. Develop a game plan, network, develop mentors, and you will speak it to an existence. I'm a big supporter of immigrants. I know a lot of friends of mine, they're immigrants from other countries, first or second generation, and they're proud to be Americans. They're proud of the freedom and the opportunity and the economic growth and opportunity that the United States brings. They work hard. They contribute to this country. They want to build a better future for themselves and their families. And that's what the American dream and opportunity is. Have that immigrant mentality, even if you're not an immigrant. Strive for more. Don't make excuses. Act like you're poor, but become wealthy. And what I mean, act poor, is be hungry. Don't be satisfied. Sometimes people, when they have a ton of wealth in their family, they kind of get complacent. I don't gotta do more. I'm comfortable. When you become comfortable, your weaknesses start taking over and you start losing that success that built your family into being rich and wealthy. Don't lose that edge. Keep moving forward. Keep advancing. Keep growing. Complacency is a cancer. It is very bad. Passive income, and I've talked about this on many other episodes in the past. It is the key to creating wealth, financial freedom, and to be able to buy like a 2026 Porsche 911 Turbo S, or buying a home in Brentwood, Tennessee, or buying a $5 million penthouse in Newport Beach, California. Your vision may not be the same as mine, but the point is this. Without passive income and compounding your investments, you can't do that stuff unless maybe you're LeBron James, Michael Jordan, or Kobe Bryant and got the genetic lottery and can play in the NBA. But for the 99% of us, you got to learn about financial freedom. You got to create passive income, invest in businesses, invest in stocks, build a bucket portfolio that can achieve 10 to 12% growth a year. That's the key to success. And it doesn't happen in a get-rich-quick scheme. A lot of young kids that I talk to, I love their motivation, I love their drive, and I used to be like this when I was 18, 19, 20 years old. I was looking for get-rich-quick schemes, thinking that you can create wealth overnight doing very little work. That's not how it works. You gotta invest time, energy, dedication. You gotta come up with a game plan. You gotta come up with a strategy. That is the key to creating wealth and financial freedom. Don't listen to your average financial planner. I know some people who are financial planners. They're great people. They don't give the best advice. Seek out expert opinion. Do your research. Dig deep. Find people that have produced superior results, like returns of 10 to 12, 14, 15, 16% a year. They do exist. Those people are very expensive, but they're very worth it. You learn a lot from those people. Invest in your circle. Invest in your personal development and growth. When you learn from the people in the top 1% of the top 1%, even if you just take home 1 or 2 lessons and you get 60 to 120 seconds to speak with them, make the most out of your time. Listen, ask a few questions, but listening is very important. It is a crucial skill. You learn a lot when you listen. It's okay to talk, but be selective, be calculated, and think before you speak, because someone's time is very valuable, and especially if it's someone you look up to, you don't want to burn a bridge because you said something that you shouldn't have said because you didn't think it through. It's okay to take risk and chance. I'm not saying be conservative, but just have a game plan, be strategic, be calculated. And there's going to be times when you come up with a game plan and you're going to have to make modifications, adjustments. I've done it many times, and that's perfectly normal. But you don't want to be a quitter and someone that gives up when life gets hard and you're facing challenges, obstacles, and adversity. Quitting is for losers. It's not a good thing. And just something I want to add about lifestyle. I hear a lot of people talk about downsizing during their retirement years. I am not a fan, and I don't advocate for that philosophy. When I retire at 40 to 45 years old, I'm not downsizing my life. I want to live the same life, if not even better. I believe in the growth mindset, so it's not going to be the same. It's going to be better each and every year. And to do that, you have to invest in your circle. You got to get your money working for you. Got to invest in great real estate deals and other investments, and build a team and circle around you that forces you to level up, to grow, and develop. Quitting and downsizing, that's the average mentality. It's not in my DNA. The growth mindset, 1% better. Find ways to improve and to achieve the life you want. $10 million is a very reasonable number for the average person to reach. Watch YouTube videos. Reach out to wealth management and financial advisors like Lawrence and Rob Luna. They're two people I know. They're very great. They know what they're talking about. They practice what they preach at Real Talk Capital. They have a great team. So if anyone watching this video is looking for someone to help them with their financial goals, reach out to Rob Luna at the Real Talk Capital team. You will not be disappointed. I have gone to 3 conferences where Rob Luna has spoken at. One of them was in Anaheim, California. It was Bedros Keuilian's event. Always learning a lot from those conferences. And I've also been to 2 of Rob's conferences in Nashville, Tennessee. It's always great learning from Rob and his team and just networking with great people. Last September, I went to the conference and I met like 4 to 5 people that I still consider to be great friends, and I've learned a lot from them, and they've helped me on my journey of growing and becoming a better version of yourself. Just a piece of advice that I like to give. You don't have to follow it, but I would highly recommend you do. You should attend 2 personal development conferences from highly respected people. Don't just go to the cheapest person. Actually do research on the person that you want to go see and see, can this person, what they bring to the table, help improve my life? When you spend $1,000 or $2,000 at a conference, it's an investment in yourself. Don't just look at it as an expense where you just threw out $1,000 or $2,000. Sometimes it's $5,000 to $10,000, $15,000. Look at it as an investment in yourself. And that investment in yourself over the rest of your life, it's going to compound, it's going to grow, and you're going to see that value return many times over. As I've stated many times on many other episodes and on today's episode, I'm a dreamer. I'm a believer. I don't believe in the average mindset. I believe in being extraordinary, and I practice it by what I do each and every day. I've had setbacks in my life, as everyone else has, but I'm always positive. I'm enthusiastic. I embrace the growth mindset, and I have a vision that I am working on at this active moment to build a $1 billion real estate empire and to have a philanthropic foundation that helps the less fortunate, that helps people that can't take care of themselves, and that helps the youth and teenagers who need guidance and support in life. If I could go back and redo life, when I was 15, 16, 17, 18 years old, I didn't have a lot of good guidance in my life. I was hanging around with people that were not good influences, and unfortunately, as all kids did, I made some poor decisions, and that's one thing that I look back at my life. I want to be an inspiration and a model to help those young teenagers figure out life, show them the path of the growth mindset, being an entrepreneur, being an alpha male leader, to be able to take care of their family, their friends, their parents, and to build their dream life and not settle for the average life that is preached to them by these school teachers, telling them Just go to college for 4 or 5 years, get a middle-class job, make 60 to 80,000, and hopefully retire at 65. To me, that's not success. And a lot of people that I talk to, that doesn't make them happy. Set your own standards. Don't let other people talk down to you and set the standards for you. Be a leader. Be a visionary. Elon Musk, he's a great entrepreneur of SpaceX. I love his mindset. I look up to him. Be like Elon Musk. SpaceX had a 99% chance of failing. He became the 1% example of success. And why did he succeed? Because he kept the faith, he kept the confidence, he didn't give up. So many people that I know, and I'm sure you know people like this too, they have so much talent. They're on the verge of success, and a hater tells them, give up. You spent too much time. It's not going to happen. And they quit right when they're about to cross the finish line. Don't be that person. Take that one step forward. I am very big on doing my 1 hour outside walk, walking many miles each and every day to invest in my health, to keep myself healthy. And one thing that I constantly preach, keep taking the steps forward. Don't stop moving. When you stop moving, you get in a plateau. You're more than likely to quit. Keep moving forward, even if it's at a slow pace. Progress is better than no progress. You're not going to be perfect. Perfection, it's not possible. We're human. We make mistakes. We don't have a crystal ball. Embrace progress. Growth mindset. Keep growing. That is the key to success. I know the message is repetitive, but that's the message I'm hammering home tonight. That is how you become the man or woman that you want to be. And every single person is capable of this. If you don't achieve it, it's because of your work ethic, your mindset, and not being determined enough. I'm going to use a workout analogy. You get out what you put in. If you go to the gym and you do 100 curls, your arms are going to be sore, but the next day, your arms are going to be a little bit bigger. And you keep doing the tricep pull downs and the curls at the gym, 6 months from now, your arms are going to be very defined. They're going to be very muscular. You're going to look great in the mirror. The message, you get what you put out. If you put in no work, nothing changes. If you go to the gym, you do the curls, you do chest day, you do leg day, you do core. To be honest, I have to eat better. I'm big in working out. I still have to improve on my diet. I've been saying it for a while. I have to cut out the carbohydrates. They're not going to be cut out completely, but I need to reduce it by 60 to 70%. Working on it right now. Big in doing the boxing training at Revolution with my trainer, Caden Youssef. He's been holding me accountable lately, pushing me to become better. Caden, if you're watching this, I truly appreciate you. You're a great trainer. I've learned a lot from you. I've only been boxing since September of 2025. It's been about 9 to 10 months. I've improved a lot. I've gotten a lot better. Still have a lot of work to do, but it's about being committed, being dedicated, having that motivation and drive to become better. Learning how to throw combinations, learning how to spar with other great boxers in the ring. I win some, I lose some, but the important thing is to develop a plan for success and to become 1% better. It's okay if you're not where you want to be right now. Have the honest conversation with yourself, develop the game plan, network with people, develop mentors, and you can change your life. Don't give up. If you're depressed, if you're sad, reach out to me. I'll guide you on what you want to do. I love helping people become successful and become the best version of themselves. It's not about me. I don't have an ego. I want to see people succeed. I want to see them thrive. I want to see them be happy. I don't want people to be miserable, sad, depressed, maybe sad about life because they lost a girlfriend that they were in love with. Shit happens. I get it. It sucks. Bounce back up, get up, move forward, and you will figure it out. It's part of life. Trust me, there's been times when I've lost people that I thought were real and loyal, and I found out that they were not. They had ulterior motives. Betrayal happens in life. Get back up, move on, and you will bounce back. I'm going to end today's episode with risk will lead to a greater reward. Take risk. Be bold, and greatness awaits. I truly enjoyed recording my 16th episode of Rob's Cast tonight. This episode has been in the making for 2 months. Was dealing with some health issues that I talked about earlier in the episode. I truly appreciate my fans and supporters' support. I would love to hear your feedback on today's episode. Please drop a comment, share it to others, help me reach more people so I can have a greater and lasting impact. It's not about me. I want to help people. I have a service mindset. I love connecting with people. Today's a great Saturday. God bless. The 17th episode of Rob's Cast will be coming out very soon. Stay tuned. It's going to be a great episode.